By the late 6th century BCE, Rome had grown from a cluster of hilltop settlements into a powerful city with temples, public works, trade routes, and an expanding population. Its ruler was Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, remembered by Roman tradition as the 7th and final king of Rome. Unlike earlier kings, Tarquinius was said to have ruled without proper approval from the Senate or the people. He surrounded himself with loyal supporters, weakened the Senate, and removed rivals who might challenge his authority. Important decisions increasingly came from the royal household, rather than open consultation with Rome's leading families. Despite his reputation, Tarquinius continued to strengthen Rome through diplomacy, alliances, construction, and military pressure. He pushed forward the Great Temple of Jupiter on the Capitoline Hill, one of the most ambitious building projects of early Rome. Large public works demanded labor, resources, and discipline. Later tradition claimed that many citizens felt burdened by royal ambition. The king's sons enjoyed the privileges of the royal family. Their position depended on the survival of the monarchy. The final crisis began during a campaign near Ardea, where Roman nobles gathered in camp and compared the character of their wives. They returned unexpectedly to their homes to see how each household behaved in their absence. They found Lucretia, wife of Collatinus, working quietly among her attendants. Roman tradition presented her as a model of discipline and honor. Sextus Tarquinius, one of the king's sons, later returned alone and was welcomed as a guest because of his royal status. The story that followed became Rome's most powerful warning about unchecked authority. Royal privilege had been used to violate private trust. Lucretia summoned her husband, her father, and trusted allies. She demanded that they hear what had happened and act against the royal family. Those present swore that the abuse would not go unanswered, and that no other Roman family should suffer the same fate. According to Roman tradition, Lucretia then took her own life, believing that her death would force Rome to confront the monarchy. Lucius Junius Brutus, previously thought harmless, now revealed his resolve. He transformed private grief into a political cause. Brutus swore that Tarquinius and his family would be expelled, and that no king would ever again rule Rome. Lucretia's body was brought before the public. The people were told that the crime was not only personal, but the result of a system without limits. Grief became outrage. The issue was no longer one act, but the entire structure that protected the royal household. Rome's citizens closed the gates to Tarquinius and his supporters. The king returned to find the city turned against him. Brutus then went to the Roman camp and persuaded the soldiers to abandon the king. Tarquinius and his family were driven into exile. The monarchy that had ruled Rome for generations came to an end. Roman tradition placed the expulsion of the kings in 509 BCE, a date later generations celebrated as the birth of the Republic. Instead of one king, Rome elected 2 annual magistrates called consuls. Each could restrain the power of the other. Authority was now divided, limited in time, and theoretically accountable to Roman institutions. The first consuls were remembered as Brutus and Collatinus, both directly connected to the uprising against the Tarquins. Even the name Tarquinius became politically dangerous. Collatinus soon resigned because his family connection reminded Romans of the expelled dynasty. Some young aristocrats preferred the old order and secretly plotted to restore the king. The conspiracy included Brutus's own sons. Roman tradition claimed that he allowed the law to proceed even against his family. The new republic was born through sacrifice, fear, and strict public discipline. Liberty did not mean the absence of authority. Rome had not become a democracy in the modern sense. Power still belonged largely to wealthy families, but permanent one-man rule had been rejected. For centuries, Roman leaders would accuse ambitious rivals of seeking kingship. The memory of Tarquinius became a permanent political warning. The Republic would face class conflict, foreign invasion, legal reform, conquest, and the Civil War. Its greatest struggles were still ahead. The age of kings had ended. Rome had survived monarchy. Now it would have to prove that a republic could survive power, ambition, and war.